You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested. Again! Well, supposedly Mr. Light was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose. I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. He might. A man's life is on the line, Jode. Well, how about we get started looking into KB security murder? I think I'm going to head back to Green Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but what? I'm going to bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you to just spend some quality time together, full of love and happiness. Of course, so caught up in her forgetting, she forgot there's a murder to solve. Okay. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick, time to get going on this murder investigation. First thing we gotta do is talk to my client. Maybe I can do the thing I did last trial. Magatama, did you kill him? I already told you! It's not me! A sad, pitiful line that tapers into silence. Sounds like they're interrogating Mr. Delight right now. Man, we don't have enough time as it is. Wait, so you can't even, like... Because, like, if you're interrogated, what you want to do is to request to speak to a lawyer, but, like, I guess they don't let you do that here because this is Japanifornia. Yesterday they thought he was just a thief, but now they got a murder case on their hands. I guess you're right. That guard over there looks a bit on edge, too. Come on, we'll just have to come back later. Okay, let's go check out some other place, Nick. His wife is gonna be devastated. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya! Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I know that Mr. Light has such a vulnerable side. Do you know anything about the blackmail? Do you know about this? Oh, was that a letter addressed to my Ronnie? Sorry, but I hate it when people poke their noses into other people's businesses. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know about it. Which means she has no idea that her husband was being blackmailed. Okay. About Ron. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that, yeah. Anyway, Mr. Light, he may not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Or maybe it's because he wants... Mr. Light, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? Ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? Get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different. And yet, be such a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? So was it really love at first sight when you first met Delight? Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and, I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. Oh, right, security guard. He went right up to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Bisexual attorney. I hope you'll do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Gulp. Yeah, in previous game you were held hostage. Oh my god, how she's gonna get framed for murder again, isn't she? I wonder when that'll happen. I hate these kinds of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh, so then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. Yeah, that was just a fucking grift. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. Sorry. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Mask the Mask is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Atmy knew more about Mask the Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the Ace Detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. He has a secretary? I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. Maybe we can talk to the secretary, get some more info. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that back there yesterday, too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Mr. Light, do you know about KB Security? What's KB stand for? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? But he does, and yet, according to what we heard today... Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. Oh, he was a professional security guard. Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. This is like what happens in The Incredibles. That movie. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Oh, why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Miss Light told us the location of KB Security. Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick. I can imagine, like, Ron just clinging to the back of her while they both ride on a motorcycle. The CEO's office. Oh, that's weird. I'd expect there to be, like, where's... Oh my god! Oh my god! So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? He was killed like that guy, like the guy in Who Framed Roger Rabbit! Crushed by a safe. I guess that's not safe. The walls in here look thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. Man, I wish I had thick walls. Be great for making videos. What does that got to do with anything? I've got to upgrade at some point, get a second monitor, get some kind of, like... Got a second monitor. That's what I need. Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Yeah, Gumshoe, he really softens up. He's really softened up as the game progressed. It's like, and he's like grown to trust us more, or something to that effect. Of course, you weren't there. You weren't there. He risked his job to help me save you. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? No. If the Gumshoe fits, well, anyway, the point is, I can tell when someone puts the heart into the jobs, and I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives. Yeah, he got sacked twice. Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating. Yeah, Gumshoe. Gummy boy. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murderer. Okay, but the thing is, I'm not really supposed to. Hey, come on, what about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, pal. Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullitt. He was the CEO of KB Security, and a pretty big fella in his own right. Definitely looks like someone who'd blackmail his own employees. His corpse was discovered at 9 o'clock this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in this room. It was the safe. It happened at exactly the same time that Mask to Mask was stealing the urn, huh? Autopsy report. Cerebral hemorrhaging from blunt trauma. So why'd it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullitt's body was stashed away inside that safe. Oh, safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. Gross. I think we still need some more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting the man's name right. How do you... What happened to Mask to Mask? Hold on. The murder of Kane Bullard. I don't get it. He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again, he keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me. That detective at me. Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved. Oh. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Atman was always around when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heists took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen items he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective. That's all. But here's this one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. This first heist? Yeah, the Tear of Emanon case. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Here, I saved a newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. It's that guy. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it... That's Ron, isn't it? Tom Valcado. Ooh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did that way just because he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who is that Java-addicted mask-maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godot? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. Did you know that because of that mask, because of that mask, Godot can't see red things. He can't see anything that's red. That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular. Ah, no, that's not what I meant. That Godot guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Dead body. This rope. You think it fell out of the safe when it was opened? I don't think so. So, you mean... Yeah, I think the strange shows where and how the corpse was lying. You mean the victim? He was killed by being crushed by the safe door? She can't be serious, can she? Who framed Roger Rabbit, I'm telling you. Ew, think about it. A dead guy was laying in here all night. Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right? Yeah, so? Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right? Yeah, I guess so. Ho ho ho! I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. There are only a few people who know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and? Everyone that knows how to open the safe had airtight alibis. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I'm almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight. What? Ron DeLight? He was a security chief? Does everyone in this game have the memory of a goldfish? Ron, so he knew how to open the safe, huh? Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. Okay, but like... Surely... maybe it was already open, like in that other case. What's in here? Check out this big, thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly backbreaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. Ah, what did you find out, Nick? This file. It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask to Mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Eminon, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Mask to Mask stole. So then 100 grand is the value of the stolen item? I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. Seriously, 100 grand? I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this list. He can just do that? It's his special lawyer power. That's why he can carry around all the, like the evidence that he's heard of. Like, hey, I can't find my camera. I have created the camera in my mind. It's now in my mind's eye, and now it's evidence. It's evidence now. This must be the CEO's desk. It's a lot simpler than I would have thought. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out, just for a second. Ooh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me up a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. Ah, this is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he's brutally killed, you know. Don't even care that he tampered with the crime scene. She tampered with the crime scene. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Hey, cut it out! Don't press that! That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button, anyway? It's an emergency button. It says right here on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. You know, we gotta start... Maya, we should make you start wearing gloves. Because, this is why you keep getting framed for murder. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh! So when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so we asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullock, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. Okay, what else? Computer. Oh! These look like some kind of bookshelf rolling cabinet hybrid. Yeah, I can't get in between these two shelves. I think that's a computer. Don't strain yourself trying. Looks like the shelves are controlled by a special panel. So I guess it's one shelf at a time, huh? Looks like they're filled with bunches of files. Oh. Yeah, files filled with data about security jobs they were hired to handle. It'd be a good night's reading, if you've got insomnia. I was hoping for something a little bit more exciting, like UFOs or something. Let's see. Wow, look at this huge framed photo. Tall mountains rising majestically against a dark and cloudy sky. There's a title written at the bottom of the photo. The greatest sunrise of my life. This is it? This was his best sunrise? Either this guy didn't get out enough or he had really rotten luck with the weather. Maybe if he had lived a little longer, he would have seen some better days. Oh, Maya. Okay, checked everything. How old was that guy anyway? 48? Oh, damn. The treasures of Crane exhibit is all ruined now. Maya. I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This is our big chance for everyone to learn about spirit channeling. Maybe we can cheer her up somehow. Well, now that we've got the sacred urn back, maybe they can reopen it? Really? Sure, maybe we can label it the Urn of Mask to Mask's Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Wow! Whoa! Whoa! That's brilliant, Nick. If I recall correctly, that is why the Mona Lisa became famous, because someone tried to steal it. So, now it's all like, look at the famous Mona Lisa. Everybody wants this painting. That's brilliant, Nick. We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Oh, nothing here. Oh, let's go here. October 13th. Wow, this place is literally crawling with cops. What do you expect? Now that they know he was actually masked to mask, this must be incredibly embarrassing for him, don't you think? Yeah, I guess they're trying to make up for it by tearing the place apart. Hey, I just noticed. Gumshoe is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, he's at the other place. Well, he is a homicide detective. He's probably working on the murder case. But wasn't he in charge of the mask investigation all the way up to yesterday? Well, a murder case is a lot more exciting, isn't it? He'd say something like, "There's nothing like a good murder case, pal." Points for the quality of the impression, but I'm not sure Gumshoe has bloodlust, Maya. Well, nothing of interest here. Mask to mask hideout. Back to the hall. Can't go there anymore. So, oh wait, basement warehouse. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright! Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around down here for? So, how's it going? What about the sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright had nothing to do with it. It was Mask to Mask's wife that found it. Well, anyway, I'm so relieved. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring the mask to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You were just doing your job. Hey, Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So, when was it that you hired Detective Atme again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Mask to Mask calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Detective Atme must have really wanted the sacred urn after all. I guess so. What? So Master Mask murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was here stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind. So anything is possible. I swear to God, if the guy who killed him is Mask the Mask, is Luke Atme, if he's both the thief and the murderer, I'm gonna, oh my God. Like what? We get him to testify, and then somehow we get him to testify about how we get him to testify about how he knows that fucking Ron is the killer somehow, and then Phoenix finds a contradiction, and that just causes him to just freak out again. Like, imagine that. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Detective Atme? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he can have an alibi when he commits the thefts himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Mask the Mask pretty well. Ugh. I'm so glad that you got your sacred urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Oh! 2 locks. Psych locks. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urn is our very own Miss Andrews. Okay, let's see if I can, come on, baby. This is probably a mistake, because I didn't save. Come on, how hard could it be? Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Wait, it's not? Well, that's true. Of course, I have no way of proving that. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? Hold on. This thing, not yet. Let me talk. Slide to the left. Looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shocking pink. I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. Dang and rot, but blood, I'm telling you. The statue wasn't... Ugh! Same shit. And it can't go there. Let's just move. Present something. Oh, you know what? I should ask Mai about the urn since she knows about it. Sacred urn. You must be relieved when we got the sacred urn back, huh? You bet! But there's something a little different about it. Don't question mark me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. Oh, but the urn we got back says Ami, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus, the vase has pink splotches on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Omni's name into I Am. And that repairer was one mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splotches on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearl will find out about that once she gets back to Karain Village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Karain Village in a long time. Oh yeah, I hope you're still good at your spirit. So I guess people still go to Karain Village to do their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do just that. A channeling dojo, huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're going to train, you have to be serious. Otherwise, real tragedies can happen. Is that what happened last? Is what happened last year still bothering you? That murder in her village. It happened because the power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Karain technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. But she wasn't taken over. She was knocked out. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Bang. That murder. It wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. Sounds like being the master of Karain is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay. Okay, I got it all figured out, down to a science. Basement. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? I have evidence to the contrary. Damn it! Let's go back. It's fine. It's just one penalty. It's fine. It's fine. CEO's office, Acme Detective Warehouse. Maybe. No, I don't want. Fucking detention center. Nope. T-Mask hideout. Should probably give this back. That's Ronnie's wallet. It was found at KB Security on the night of the murder. Ronnie and I went out to dinner early that evening. I'm sure he had his wallet with him then. So it's true then. He must have dropped it at the crime... Woo! At the crime scene. Cerebral hemorrhage from blunt trauma to the head. Did he die instantly? Detention center. Wright and Co. offices. What to do? What do we do? Investigate the murder. Cave security. I just talked to her. I'm glad we got the Sacred Urn back and all. Why should I? I don't know if it should say Ami or I am on it anymore. And now it's got big pink polka dots on it that weren't there before. Don't you think you're overreacting just a little? Overreacted? Nick, I can't believe you said that. I mean, it's like, I got it. It's like if I came in wearing polka dots on my act-like costume every day and said, Hi, Nick, I am. Well, do you still think it's no big deal? I guess, it would be, a real disaster. You see? Well, that's how I feel. Okay. I don't have any way of proving that it was genuine, though. Guess I'll ask around. Like maybe I have to, present more things to Adrian, and then she'll tell me. Cause, The Treasures of Karain exhibit is my first job after last year's ordeal, and I really wanted it to be a success. I've got an idea. Why don't we redo the whole poster? You could put something like, Voted Best Treasure Exhibit by Mask to Mask. Why, Maya, that's a fantastic idea. Okay, that it? Huh. prove that it was genuine because she's arguing that it was fake. That can't be it. Can it? I gave the real one to Pearl, so I have no way of, like, comparing it. Warehouse camera. Well, let's just examine everything one more time. Hypothetical in one box. Ah! That's the box that had the say can earn it. Can't I register it as evidence? Why can't I register that as evidence? That's a sword. It's a ceremonial sword. You don't use it to kill people. Let's look at the evidence. Yeah. Got the Shichishito, but I don't have the box. Box looks like important evidence, though. First heist. Who's that guy? Mask to mask. Blackmail letter. Security camera. Swear to God. If it's something like the photo of the security camera. Like, so obviously. This one. Submitted at the trial. Evidence. Submitted at the trial. I don't fucking know. This isn't gonna work. Okay. Let's just... Phone, fire extinguisher. This is the camera computer that Detective Atme set up, huh? That's what he said. And yet here, still let her take a picture of it. The guy's not as smart as he pretends to be. The camera belonged to Lord Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Mask to Mask, allow that to happen? Can I please talk to, like, some other guy? Why did I do that? Why is it said like this? Is it alphabetical? What? No, it's not. Why is it like this? Shouldn't... No. Wright and Co. Hey, Shichishito. It's still bent, isn't it? Detective Atme said it got bent when the thief hit him on the head with it. Well, looks like he ended up the bent one after he turned out to be the thief. He must have damaged it for himself to back up his phony story. Yeah, I guess he really does have a brawny mind, huh? What else? Let's go. What? Why can't I go back to the fucking... Why can't I go back to the Army Detective Detention Center Damask hideout? Why can't I go back to... That's how you do it? God damn. Nothing. Ami was torn off of something. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should show it. I can't talk to Ron, so I'll talk to his wife. No, sham. Damn. Found on the scene the Kane's list. Wait a minute. Can I read the list? Oh, I can. Portrait of Magina, left-handed Hades, Crown of Bongora. Bong. Damn. That's a lot of money, but nowhere does it say anything about the Sacred Urn. Damask. Publicity photo. Office key card. Moved the night of the crime. I don't have the proof that it was... Pearl is the one who... Partly sure is a good kid. Yeah, but she tends to let her imagination get the best of her, though. That's one of the things I like about her, silly. Slapping you the way she did, she's a tough one, alright. You're telling me. I think she knocked a few teeth loose. Pearls is only 9, but it's amazing how emotionally strong she is. After all, the only family she has left is her own cousin, Maya. Okay, that didn't help me at all. The bag. Damn it. The first side. I'm so happy that you got your sacred urn back. Oh, maybe she can tell us a bit about it. Well, I have to thank you for that, Mr. Light, and I'm sorry. Huh? What are you apologizing for? Because I mistakenly blamed your husband for taking it. I told you, didn't I? My Ronnie could never do such a thing. Okay, that's it. That's it. God damn. Why can't I just... Publicity photo, Canon autopsy. Maybe I can ask her about this guy. Oh, I know him. This is Ronnie's boss, the CEO guy. Well, now he's an ex-boss. Someone killed him last night. Naturally, I know that. He was a pretty sly man, let me tell you. Oh, really? You bet he was. He made Ronnie chief of one of the security teams, but that was just so he could work him like a slave. Did Mr. Delight ever have a problem with Mr. Bullard himself? Even if he did, you think she'd ever tell you about it? Well, Ronnie isn't the type to complain about that kind of thing. I tried to get him to talk to me about work, but he never would. Godot, Larry. Where is Larry? Luke, Mask, Pearl. Dead. What is this, a torpedo? Nick, it's a torpedo! Wow. It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like this? Please don't say that as if torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. What is this? These are a bunch of books lying here. The books about hermeticism. They're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck into them. Let's see here. No, must remember this thief's way of laughing, very useful. No, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. It was always Ronnie's dream to become a thief. Well, I guess you can chalk that one down as fulfilled. Because he stole her heart. I wonder why Mr. Light never wanted to talk to his wife about it. Yeah, well, I think she deserves some of the blame for not blurring it up either. Rocket, explosion, I don't know what that is. Whole bunch of shit. Rolls of paper stuck in the trash can, theft of the Mazarin Stone, Great Albatross strategy, theft of the Immortal Goddess statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber strategy. The police have investigated this place. Police took a look at all of that, you know. Really? Did they say anything? They said it wasn't important. Oh. Don't worry about it, Nicky boy. After all, my Ronnie's just an amateur. Amateur or not, this is cool. Knuckle Bomber, how cool is that? Oh, boy. What am I missing? Oh, security room? How did I miss this? Wow. This is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. KB security guard. Uh-oh, I just remembered. Larry might be... Hey, Nick! What's up? Oh, fuck. Ugh. So he is here. God damn. I've been getting paranoid. I feel like bugs are crawling over me all the time. Like there's bugs on my skin. So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Fuck you. Hi, Larry. Hero was working my fingers to the bone. And in walks an angel. I've got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Bullard murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. Don't call her that, you fucker. But Nick here's a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then, and this is now. Fucking... So what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. You want a bribe? I thought professionals were more, I don't know, honest. Can you talk to me, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kid... You really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron DeLight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron DeLight was fired. And there was no warrant at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Like maybe he's skipping out of work to go pick up hot chicks or something. He's married. No, that's just you. So what's it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eye on those monitors all the time. Freddy Fazbear. Monitors? There are security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best in the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So, in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in this office when the murder took place, weren't you? Whoa, why do you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if it is part-time and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break! Don't try to pin the whole thing on me! That's not fair, Nick! Huh? I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, the point is, you were here that night, right? Oh! Oh no, I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say, that was then and this is now, okay? Looks like I'm gonna have to break a Cyclops after all. First I want to do a thing. I want to see something. Hey Larry, there's something I want you to look at. I was hoping I could get him to say like, I'm not attracted to guys. Whatever. I don't want to make the same mistake. I mean, Larry's an idiot. Shouldn't be hard to break the Cyclops for him, bozo. Come on, baby. The night of the crime. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Oh, of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work just yesterday to go see Miss DeLight? But that was that. And this is this. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night, too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I'll tell you what. I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow. Now that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my position, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not man his station when the murder happened is... It would be the following key card. Yes. This is the key card to the CEO's office, right? Yeah, that's right. This key card was found inside a wallet. Oh, this wallet. You know about this, right? I've never seen it before. Liar, you hand-delivered this wallet to Miss DeLight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. You owe me like $1! You'll have to kill me for it! I guess it was around 1 in the morning. Oh, 1 o'clock in the morning? That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck in before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have the feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the CEO's office after 10 p.m. during your shift because it was used at 1 a.m. Larry, when you use this key card, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that is supposed to go through me. Boy, does that sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyway, according to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened with this card. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way! Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Yeah, no! You owe me like $1! Night of the crime. Oh, I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault! Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too, man. What happened that night anyway? Oh, my Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said, I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How could I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? First of all, you owe me $1. He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy, Nick! Is there anything I can do? Anything? Just name it. I'll do whatever I have to do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry? Hey, Nick. As long as he's offering, why don't you show him the evidence we've got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick! Okay, let's see what you can do. Connected to the basement security guard office. Did this ever get buzzed? The buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right! Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Stop it. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like the professional guard I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks. I try. Do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wowed. Emergency buzzer. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? And surely the CEO's office would be on one of those reads, right? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO's office is on the 1st floor. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did, and I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Oh, okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. Oh! What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake! Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning at around 1 a.m. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened? Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. Oh boy. Whew. What else we got? Maybe I can ask him about the CEO of our company. He was a pretty good guy. Huh? Really? Yeah, you bet. You know, I'm not very good about working hard, right? Yeah, I kinda noticed. Well, guess what the boss said to me about that? I don't expect much work from you, Larry. In return, just don't expect much pay. I see. I guess he had to follow some kind of dumb law about having security here in the building. So, in order to pay the lowest wage possible, went to the bottom of the barrel. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. Well, acting your wage, I guess. Quiet quitting. No, it's called... When you only do what you're paid to do, it's called quiet quitting. No, it's called doing your job. To be honest, I really looked up to the boss. If I ever grow up to be a CEO, I want to be just like him. And don't worry, Nick. I promise I'll hire you for security. I hate this. I want to see if I can, get him to say, I don't like men. I swear I want to change my names, but the thing is, I just don't have any interest in men. Haha, he did it. He said it, guys. That is so gonna be the thumbnail. This guy really needs to get his mind out of the gutter. Larry's your stereotypical guy, alright. A straight man. I'm gonna... No, wait, I need to... Look at this. What's this trench coat? Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right! Oh. Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scowled and huffed at me. Something terrible happened if you... Got it, Greenhorn? So why hang your jacket on such an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket's weight pulls the lever down, that's what they call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what'll happen, huh? It's true, it's killing me too. What about you, Nick? I should have gotten you declared guilty. Yeah, but for a different reason. Wow, take a look at these things here. Hey, Larry, what are they? Did you say, Hey, man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh, boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyway? Those screens there show what's going on all over the building. Everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them. All of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TV on these too? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it... No, fuck. If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. I know what you're thinking. I was a professional investigation, alright? I was asking about the potato chips. That's my partner's seat. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. Oh, no. There's tea spilled all over that machine, you know. I think I know who it is. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day, I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. I think I know who that weird old lady is. Something is written on this poster in plain font. The guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. 1. Obey Thy Superior. 2. Respect Thy Superior. 3. Smile at Thy Superior. 4. Salute Thy Superior. 5. Buy donuts for Thy Superior upon command. It's signed Wendy, old baghead supervisor. No! She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you'll come face to face with a real, genuine ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately, she's on vacation. Oh, thank God. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Think I've examined everything. Just to be safe, I'm gonna present anything else. Security camera. What else? Scene on the front of the table. Mask to mask. Kane's autopsy report. Let's see. Blackmail letter? So what about this? Huh? Maya, you shouldn't have a love letter for me? No, sorry. This is a blackmail letter. What? How do you know about that, Maya? Hmm? How much is Alexis demanded this time? Huh? Who's this Alexis? Didn't we show him this letter yesterday, too? I'm pretty sure we did. Tell me about Alexis, you fuck. I don't believe him. Wait, no, I'm not giving this up. Blackmail letter, Ron's wallet, Kane's list. He doesn't know. Don't know. Didn't. You guys have really made me reflect on the way I've been living. The only problem is, with all this reflecting, where's the time for love? Frankly, I think reflecting's a bit overrated, you know? What are you going on about, Larry? Plus, do you honestly have any new info on the buzzer record? Huh? The record? No, nothing at all. This guy reflects there as much as a piece of black carpeting. Oh, fucking... What else? What else could I show him? Autopsy report? Damask brooch? Nothing... I don't see how any of this would reveal to me info about the urn. I want to know about the urn. The urn. The urn. This is one of Corinne's greatest treasures. I used to have zero interest in all this old junky stuff, but now that I'm a new person, well, I can kind of see the appeal. Hey, I got it. Why don't we all go visit one of those musty old temples next time? Musty? I think I could actually learn to like this new Larry. Yeah, but he still hasn't told us anything useful. Fucking... I hate this guy. Well, at least I have some information. I found out that I can, get an achievement. Hold on. CEO's office. Security room. This seat right here. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I'll keep it steady on the monitors and use that mic for communicating. Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere. Instruction manual? What are you gonna do in an emergency? Well, I guess I'd start by calling looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, would call me to look for her reading glasses. That's what the security professionals call teamwork. Even my pros could run this place better. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Stop reading my mind. Come on. Yeah, got the achievable. Got the achievement. Got the achievement. Fuck yeah. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Shane Bluebard. That's King Bullet, not Shane Bluebard, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body was discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now is our chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Huh, that was easy. Can you tell us some more info about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and? And, I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to win his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to have security options against mask to mask. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? The blackmail letter wasn't for Ron. It was for Luke Atney. The red diamond, it was referring to the ruby he was given for solving that case. It's the one that he wears on his... It's the one he wears in his ring. Maybe I can now go to the detention center. Yes! Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but... Please don't leave me alone anymore! Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? You see... On the same night the sacred urn was... Oh, fuck. On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Laura Lee Taylor department store, a blackmailer you got summoned you to KP Security to hand over some money. Woo! And then, that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But, there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Mask the Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight! At the trial today, we learned that the true identity of the thief, didn't we? I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at KP Security at the time. So then the person dressed up as Mask the Mask in this photo, it's gotta be Detective Atney. So that night, you didn't go to Lord and Taylor, you went to KP Security, right? Yes, I went to KP Security at the time the blackmail note said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Ah! I knew it! That's Luke! He's the killer! Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bam! Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Light kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Yeah, this sounds like a situation you'd be in, Maya! Mr. Light, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KP Security? How did you? I'm begging you! Please don't tell Desi! Please! Don't worry. We haven't told anyone yet. Thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'd never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Have you ever actually stolen anything, aside from the urn? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money, except being a thief. At least, that's what I thought anyway. So it became Mask the Mask for Desiree, huh? Sacred urn? That's kind of strange. Oh! What is? Up until now, Mask the Mask has gone after famous works of art or treasures. Why did he suddenly decide to steal this plain-looking urn that nobody would want? Make it sound like you had nothing to do with the theft. Well, it wasn't me that chose to steal this urn. Aww. Buzzer. Did you hear a buzzer? The buzzer went off just once around the time that Bullard was killed. Oh, that's scary. Do you know anything about that, Mr. Delight? Sorry, I'm afraid I don't. Why am I not surprised by how clueless he is anymore? Master. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist! Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. So you still insist that you were Mask to Mask? But Mask to Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Mask to Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, eh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. Regarding this photo, is this you, Mr. Delight? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of ace detective. Detective Atme found the Mask to Mask, guys. Oh, that's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. Oh, so that's it. That's when Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, it looks quite a while to complete. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. Blackmail letters? You got them started when? Tell me more, now! Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. Okay, this blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Amanon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity? Just like that? It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I've got proof that it was you, so give up, it went on to say. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box that I specified, someone sent me 10 grand. No one said anything about being word, you know. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. But plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other rare treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that the one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Sounds like Mr. Delight is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron Delight was Mask to Mask after all? But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. So... It was fucking Luke. Luke Atme was the one who planned them. All I had to do was deposit the treasures I stole into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. Did you try not to look so gleeful about it? I mean, I don't see anything illegal about that. It's just a seems like a fair business contract. Theft in exchange for money. That's a perfectly legal transaction. So you went after the Sacred Urn because of one of those plans too? Well, see, truth is, I've never seen the urn. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. Mr. Delight, is everything you've just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? Stealing as directed by... Before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course! I could never! I'm not lying! All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. Why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I'd have an alibi, right? Pretty smart. I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. Delight. I think that's what we call a plea bargain. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. Light as a word. Mystic Maya. Hey! Pearly! Yay! I'm back! Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Coin Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real urn. Whew! That's a relief. I was really worried. Now I can break them cyclops. But there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said that it's paint, and that they were put on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? It's Danganronpa blood. What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yes, Mr. Nick, we've gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. But please don't forget about me. Oh, Ron, we can never forget about you. You're cute. You can't get mad at me. I'm cute. Okay. One more thing. Oh shit, he's gone. She's gone. Oh, there's never mind. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Huh? Oh, I see. Maybe if you take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. The urn. It's covered in splotches. Urn. See? We got our sacred urn back. That's really wonderful. But we're not entirely convinced it's the same urn. Miss Andrews, we want you to cooperate with us. Here we go. Sacred urn. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn that was submitted before the court today. It's obviously not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake? You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn was submitted at the trial was genuine? Yeah, the urn. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to Crane Village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how... What she discovered was that the urn had been broken. Again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago. Phoenix, don't snitch! And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that this urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? The treasure poster. This poster. It was made recently, right? The poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the urn said I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Ami, like it used to. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Ah! I am? What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. Wait. Even if the urn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not going to give up that last Cyclops so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at Lordy Taylor? Hold on, I think I know what to do. Just a second. Box! Pink, finally! This bullshit sequence of events. Oh no, you can't ask about that until you do this thing. What is the point of that? Literally, what is the point of that? Why couldn't I have just picked up that box earlier? Broken here at Lordy Taylor? Yep. Box. Well, Miss Andrews, what is this supposed to mean? This urn has these pretty little paint splotches on it. And there's some on the box that the urn was stored in, too. No matter how you look at it, the paint seems to be exactly the same, wouldn't you say? So, what does that prove? That the urn was dropped along with the box. That's when they both got paint on them. Are you with me so far? Yes. The rest of the story is obvious. This box was dropped right here in Loreley Taylor's basement warehouse. If I can prove that, it means that the urn was broken here too. Can you prove the— God damn it! No, that's wrong. Allow me to cut through those words. Yes, more or less. There's pink paint splatter on the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. But there's an odd shape imprinted into a part of the paint stain, am I right? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see that it fits perfectly. Which means that this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. I did not... I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the urn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand, is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day the urn arrived here, I thought I'd put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box. Fail, girl. When I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance, the box I was carrying crashed into the ground. I heard a terrible noise, and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid of the box, and that's when it happened. The broken pieces of the urn fell out of the box and landed right in front of the paint. I was in shock. I let out a huge scream. Scrim. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Karain Village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Unfortunately, the shards were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Ami, as it's supposed to. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Ami. Any sane person? Really? Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the start into the storm and no one had seen it since then. But there's something I don't get. When you first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Ami face statue. Aha! The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that the sacred urn was stolen. But Mr. Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearl? The day after the urn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews? Huh? What? I don't know anything about that. I placed it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day it was moved. But why? I'm surprised that didn't come up in the first day of the trial. It looks like there's some connection between the sacred urn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Rhonda Light, was at KB Security. So then why did another mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact? The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. Whew. Okay, now to edit this monstrosity.